Zenith Bank Media, in collaboration with the Bureau of Technical Matters and Ministry of Information and Communications, presents Lest We Forget, a celebration of the magical and pragmatic strides of the Chief Godswill Akpabio administration in closing the loud development gulf between the past and the present in Akwa Ibom State. Lest we forget the true story of uncommon transformation.
When on May 29, 2007 at Uyo Township Stadium, he announced, "This is Godswill Akpabio reporting for duty." Not many understood the weight of the announcement, but to the man who started nursing the ambition of becoming governor right from his university day, he saw ahead of others that the duty that lied ahead was huge, given the yawning gap between the development that was on ground then and what the state desired. Hence, the need to announce his loud entry with a commitment to fix the rot he was about to inherit. 6 years on, it's been work, and more work for the magical Governor Akpabio. As a state chief executive, he has spared no efforts in transforming the state and gradually moving it on the path to El Dorado with a passion that is burning and unquenchable. His work ethic is well documented as he reports for duty as early as 8 a.m. and sometimes stays at his duty post as late as the early hours of the following day. The result of such commitment to duty are glaring for all to relish. His project transcends all known boundaries and has spread across the entire 31 local government areas. Today, he has assumed diverse titles, nomenclatures, and aliases from the appreciative beneficiaries of his 7-star stripes. While some call him Mr. Infrastructure, others call him the Master Road Builder. To some, he is the icon of uncommon transformation, while to others, he is the beacon of hope for a fulfilled Akwa Ibom. To some, he is the Onomboinam, while to others, he is a bridge builder. Whatever denotative name he is given, truth is that this is a man who has magically transformed a once backward and desolate state into a choice destination for business and leisure within the Gulf of Guinea. Of all the projects delivered by his administration, one that is almost unsung is the armada of bridges the administration has executed. This is apparently where the grammatical view of him as a bridge builder stems from. Bridges are structures built over roads, railways, or rivers so the people or vehicles can cross over from one end to the other. There are various types of bridges, and they are usually constructed to suit the peculiarities of the host communities. They include suspension bridges, swing bridges, flyover bridges, etc. Itam Junction is one of the strategic business districts of Uyo capital city. It plays host to a plethora of business concerns, most especially the Etaitam weekly market. The area also serves as an important gateway to the state for motorists coming into the state from either Abia or Cross River State. It was therefore very appalling and embarrassing for such a strategic district to be left to wallow in the abyss of dirt, floods, and potholes by successive administrations. Ramshackle shops and shanties sprung up everywhere as traders took undue advantage of the chaotic situation at the junction. The road that today connects the market to Calabaite Road had completely collapsed, and traders went through hell conveying their goods to the markets. To say that the area was an irksome eyesore is an understatement. At best, the area could then be described as a shanty town waiting to implode. In fact, it became a foregone conclusion that the area would never be fixed. Lest we forget, those who should know recollect the ugly past.
Life was very difficult. At that time, this road was one lane. People that came from Ikarebuyo, sometimes they would be rushing over that one lane in order to, you see, you have a roofing movement all the time. That was difficult concerning transportation around this area.
Before, the road was so bad. There was no area to pass. In short, we lost goods the other day. We come back from Kano on the way coming here, the motor fault. The goods damaged. Before, motor does not want to come here. But now, motor is all happy to come here because the road now is okay for them. So the business is moving always. Before, we were remain in darkness. No, in short, nothing was moving around. But now, we can see even the old women can enjoy.
Go slow, masih bangun kecil. Mentong kita ini flyover lagi bang, at least. Ini biar awin, jagung, stretch.
Now President, so very bad. That of somehow water stagnant, but now it's much better.
Being a man of class and style, the state chief executive could not sit back and watch the sordid movie unfolding at such a strategic location. After consulting with seasoned professionals, Governor Akpabio embarked on perhaps the most audacious road remodeling project ever executed in the state. He engaged Messrs. Julius Berger Construction Company to construct the Ekritam-Idoro Road, which traverses the area. He further charged the company to build 3 concentric flyover bridges within the area. Etidu Yang, FNSC, Special Advisor, Bureau for Technical Matters, takes us into the project.
We used to have a pond, I call it a pond, real pond where the market women, coming back from Aba with tubers of yam, could not pass the truck, would get stuck there, and they have to open the truck and start offloading. The town market area was completely in a mess, total mess. That road, Calabar, Itu Road, you couldn't really traverse it. And when we did a study and realized that a road that could, or today, predominantly could be traversed within 1 hour, from one end of Akwa Ibom State to the other, we used to use 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours because of bad roads. At times it comes, Idoro Road, I realized when I came in from Port Harcourt, it was divided into 2. You couldn't just pass. One side on the uphill, the other side down there, you try to traverse with a car to pass through and you get stuck in the middle. So those were the pictures that we used to have. And when His Excellency came in and said, I want to make Akwa Ibom State a destination, not where you traverse. People were trying to even traverse to go to Cross River, or people from Cross River, passing to Port Harcourt. Uyo was not reckoned with at all, because if you could see that on their major roads, then the internal roads would have been really, really bad. That's the picture everybody painted too. Uyo is a no-go area. There were no hotels there, and this was a predominantly civil service state, so there was no attraction at all.
Trust the construction giants. They poured into the area, and within a short span of 24 months, completely remodeled and redesigned the hitherto shanty area into one of the most scintillating business districts in the country with world-class aesthetics. With 3 breathtaking concentric flyover bridges, well-paved dualized roads, beautiful ornamental trees and flowers, breathtaking lighting, etc., Itam Junction has become a business district with a difference, as tourists and traders alike flock into it to savor the aesthetics of the district. Among them is the President and Commander-in-Chief of the nation's armed forces, Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, GCFR, who not only savored the aesthetics of the flyover bridges, but inaugurated them during one of his numerous state visits. And one was actually named after him. Traders and business owners within the area expressed their joy at the massive first lift extended to the area by the state chief executive.
Governor constructed this flyover for us. The line is very, very different from past. You can now enjoy the flight compared to the economical part of it. Now we can have enough vehicles here that are moving freely. We don't have road traffic jams and other things. Most people that may be routing or rushing can move under while others are flying. So we have a very easy life now with the flyover. A big thanks to our state governor for the flyover he has constructed for us. Seriously, I can say God bless him.
But I thank our governor today. He don't put us in the new dimension that we are happy today. So the road is okay for us now. Before, nothing was going on here.
Another area the people of the state are grateful to the state chief executive about is the construction of the third ring road with its complementary flyover bridge. Already, the flyover bridge along a back road axis has been masterfully completed and motorists are having a field day cruising on it. Work is also in progress on the 12.2-kilometer dual carriage road, which is a futuristic attempt by the state governor to curb road traffic jam within the capital city. The Dreamer-in-Chief elucidates on the importance of the road and its ancillary infrastructures like the flyover bridges.
So that third ring road opens up and provides more avenues for buildings, provides avenues for people to have shelter, and then of course the totally diverse traffic from the town center, so that what we are doing is futuristic, so that we don't end up choking the urban center as the town progresses. And that's why we also had to do the flyovers. I'm trying to build a modeled tourist city for Nigerians, and I believe that Uyo could be developed into a quiet small resort for Nigerians to come and hide.
Etidu Yang, FNSC Special Advisor, Bureau for Technical Matters, expatiates further on the vision of his boss.
When you have traffic flow, you must plan, it's futuristic, and that's what he has done completely. And again, the development of the third ring road is to take the traffic out of the city center, avoid all of the big trailers, avoid the container trailers that will come into the city center, to be able to have a bypass, to take the traffic out. Or is it the stadium? When you have 30,000 people seated on the stadium, and at the end of that, when they are leaving, you should have a good road to be able to take out this traffic without accidents and all that. And this is what His Excellency is creating for the people of Akwa Ibom State.
Motorists cruising along their back road flyover cannot help but marvel at the miraculous transformation of the area from a hitherto desolate enclave to a thriving tourism and commercial district.
There is a great improvement on this road. It used to be a single lane. but now we are seeing not only a dual carriageway but a flyover. It has turned the entire vicinity of this federal secretariat into a very, very beautiful site for people to look at. You look at the environment from the office, you watch how the vehicles are moving and decongestion. There's no more traffic congestion along this road, and it has reduced a lot of accidents. There used to be accidents on the where you have primary school, children trying to cross the road to the school, and they were knocked down by vehicles without notice. So there is nothing like that again. So this present administration has done a lot touching on human capital development in terms of road construction. So it's good.
Accident. Always is banga. Free. After near freedom. And then my open. Move freely. And in that, in fact, my way to 2 hours a day, EGM shops, move very well. And the environment, the environment, we are in a great city.
Before some me my city or tight city. And it me go no me na mabo. Ida me so me di on so me to fun man see you are successful government na mabo. And it all so me many of the roads they na manye successfully and you get turned to real normal position.
And I can see the road being so nice, and I think that somebody that maybe that was not here some years ago, some years ago, at least coming to see Uyo now, there's a great difference compared to what it was. The flyover, of course, you can see that it is nice and everything. I believe the government of this day, they have done a lot to see that the people enjoy at least the benefits of the government and every other thing.
Now government because I see them back in committee. If what trade I get again, you can't say happy and member no way banger. So don't get a plan by the chairman. We don't worry about me.
A hasty reformer who does not remember the past will find himself condemned to repeat it. These are the wise words of a great scholar, John Bacham. When God's will was done in Akwa Ibom in 2007 and he emerged governor, Chief Dr. Godswill Oborokpabio CON was certainly at home with the ugly past of the state and had resolved to change it. Little wonder, within just 5 years, the entire landscape has been transformed with a crystal clear difference between the past and the present. As the uncommon transformation train cruises on and a new Akwa Ibom keeps emerging, it behoves us to place the past side by side the present, lest we forget. Welcome to Lest We Forget, a confluence of the past and the present for the sake of the future. Lest we forget the true story of uncommon transformation.
If Governor Akpabio is a miracle worker to the people living in the area adjoining the Tam Junction and a back road, he is a messiah of some sort to many other indigents of the state. This is so because the state's government under his watch has intervened in many deplorable situations across the state. It has built, as at the last count, over 28 brand new bridges, thereby connecting hitherto disconnected villages and cities.
It was quite bad. When you say that, it takes us completely to Timebo Road, Timebo Bridge, and you are witness that immediately the traffic increased. Of course, it was bad enough. We heard about the story of losing a child, a man that had a child on the bike that on a way back from school lost the child there. It was that narrow that another truck coming from the other side will have to wait for this other one to pass. So it was strictly a one-lane, one-way traffic bridge. And of course, the structure was metal, and of course, because of corrosion, there was a lot of wear and tear. And that is what we mostly had in most of the. We go to an exit, you see the bridge there. You could rightly see it there. It was again steel with woods on top. Those were the kind of level of bridges we used to have in Akwa Ibom. But today, it's all pile foundation, concrete bridge, with the right reinforcement that is to take the right level of traffic and for so many years.
A rundown of the bridges constructed by the administration include the Mbiabong Idre Bridge along the Bionibom axis of the Nungudi Tak or Koita Usei Koromama Road, the Intariang Bridge along the local government axis of Ekreta Midoro Road, the Etemekpo Bridge along the Etemekpo axis of the Afarabongi Wukem Road, the Kodebak Bridge in a Sienudum local government area, among others. At all the project sites, the joy of the people know no bounds, as the state chief executive has turned their mourning and groaning into pleasure and laughter.
I'm very, very grateful to God Almighty, and I'm doing this on behalf of the state government, and I'm saying that everybody that passes through this bridge shall see progress. I'm saying that whoever passes this bridge shall not have accident. I'm saying that this bridge will bring progress, will bring economic relief, will bring economic prosperity, will be a showcase, and at the same time will improve the aesthetic value of it to an Akwa Ibom State, and will in turn enhance the living standard of our people. And I do this commissioning in the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Another area copiously sipping from the endless fountain of Governor Akpabio's benevolence is in Sribom local government area. Already, the bridge crusade of the state government has seen it complete 3 brand new bridges along the Nensit Road there. They include the Edebom No. 1 bridge, the Mbiokporo bridge, the Obuntong Anyam bridge, etc. In Oruonam local government area, the story is the same as the people are having a new lease of life. 2 brand new bridges in the Ikoredon and Obiokpa areas have been completed as lasting testimonies of the governor's benevolence. To the people, the state chief executive has forever engraved his name in gold in their hearts and minds. For the people of Ukpom clan in Abak local government area, life was not worth living prior to the Akpabio years. They were completely cut off from the rest of the world by a deep gully erosion that ravaged the area. The gully not only rendered them desolate, it compounded their health challenges as they could not access the state government general hospital in the area. However, the people who rented Akpabio administration has brought succor to them, thereby ameliorating their long years of neglect. It has constructed and inaugurated a 45-meter long bridge across the gully erosion area. As the story of the massive construction and reconstruction of bridges reverberates across the length and breadth of the state, with many communities soon to receive their dose of the Akpabio deliverables, what is the anticipated longevity, tensile strength and tonnage capacity of the bridges?
A hasty reformer who does not remember the past will find himself condemned to repeat it. These are the wise words of a great scholar, John Bacham. When God's will was done in Akwa Ibom in 2007 and he emerged governor, Chief Dr. Godswill Oborokpabio CON was certainly at home with the ugly past of the state and had resolved to change it. Little wonder, within just 5 years, the entire landscape has been transformed with a crystal clear difference between the past and the present. As the uncommon transformation train cruises on and a new Akwa Ibom keeps emerging, it behoves us to place the past side by side the present, lest we forget. Welcome to Lest We Forget, a confluence of the past and the present for the sake of the future. Lest we forget the true story of uncommon transformation.
Aside from using first-class contractors to build the bridges, thereby attesting to their durability, the government is also ensuring that the aesthetics around the bridges is alluring. The adjoining areas are properly landscaped with lush garden laced with captivating ornamental flowers, and the result is a breathtaking ambience of the site which attracts people to them. Some of these spots are today free of charge tourist attractions to the citizens who utilize them for various purposes, including photo expeditions.
It gives peace to any investor that this is where to be. People might not really realize it, you know. You could see what happened in the last Christmas. Many people were not even prepared for it. You were not prepared for the upsurge of people coming from the rural areas, you know, to take pictures. These are things that used to happen in Calabar, you know. But he has created so many areas, you know, where the state capital should look like.
By connecting many hitherto neglected villages and cities to its neighbors, the state governor has demonstrated his uncommon passion to replace old decaying public infrastructures in the state with new and captivating ones, thereby practically stamping his authority on the state's landscape as a transformational leader. He has, within 6 eventful years, miraculously molded the state into a prime destination in the country. With 4 flyover bridges, over 25 concrete bridges, countless pedestrian bridges, and culvert bridges completed, the state government has successfully connected the entire state into just an hour of pleasurable ride with the best nylon-tarred roads anywhere in the country, and has also bridged the hitherto disunited gulf of the ethnic groups. Today, the Bibios, Anangs, Orons, and others have been bridged not only by Governor Akpabio's bridges, but by the equitable distribution of amenities and appointments. The socio-economic benefits and the value-added first lift these bridges have brought to bear are better imagined. By these 7-star projects, the Honorary Fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers has again demonstrated that what were never imagined for Akwa Ibom are now commonplace. Who, for instance, would have believed that the state could ever have a single flyover bridge, a luxury that was the exclusive preserve for Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, and other major cities in the country. But today, Akwa Ibom can boast of not 1, not 2, but 4 of such flyover bridges and counting. Lest we forget, it was not so until Chief Dr. Godswill Akpabio, CON, arrived at the scene in 2007. This can only be God's will for Akwa Ibom. To God be the glory.
Zenith Bank Media, in collaboration with the Bureau of Technical Matters and Ministry of Information and Communications, presents Lest We Forget, a celebration of the magical and pragmatic strides of the Chief Godswill Akpabio administration in closing the loud development gulf between the past and the present in Akwa Ibom State. Lest we forget the true story of uncommon transformation.